Hey there, I'm Bhavisha and I'm an addict. I'm sorry, my humor's a little broken. Please excuse me, I did not mean to offend anyone. Although, my perfectionism does feel like an addiction at times. And by that I mean it feels compulsive. Like, I need for things to be in order. The reason I'm talking about this today is because at this point I have recorded so many voiceovers for so many different videos, and every time I've encountered the same thing. I think it has value, and something in me refuses to accept it because there is something or the other wrong with it. Something I said I now believe is wrong, or I think I came across insensitive in some way, or so many other things. But at this point, I feel like if I don't just embrace imperfection, I'm going to stay stuck forever. So that is why I'm choosing to do things in a messy way. And another reason I want to put this out there is because I want to tell you, whoever you are, I'm a very flawed person. I have made mistakes that I still regret. I have the wrong thoughts. I come to wrong conclusions. I say and do the wrong things at times. So I don't want anyone to think just because I can articulate my thoughts, I am somehow superior. I just want to tell you I'm not. I bullshit myself all the time. So, with that out there, just remember, if you choose to keep watching my videos, that I am inevitably going to say the wrong thing and come to the wrong conclusions at some point. In fact, some of the things I have said in the past, I now consider wrong. Not in a way where it's black and white that I was wrong in the past, I'm right now. That's not the case. I see things differently now. The conclusions I came to have not changed completely. I see where that had its place, but my truth is a little more nuanced and different now. And it doesn't negate my thoughts in the past, but that is an incomplete truth for me now. And my perfectionism is so annoying at times because I feel stuck in inaction, not because I don't have valuable things to say, but because I feel like I know I will think what I'm saying right now is wrong in the future. I just know that my perception is going to change, that my conclusions will have shifted. And for that reason, I feel like I need to be the most correct in the present moment, which is stupid, I know. But yeah, it's a struggle. Anyway, now that I have all that out of the way, I want to talk about how I find my perfectionism interesting. So recently, while I was doing some inner child work, if you know, you know, I came across this moment in my past when I was a kid sitting in a classroom, questioning whether the instruction that was given by my teacher was the same that I perceived. I was this little kid cross-checking perception with my teacher at such a young age. And I always knew I've had this perfectionism in me like forever. I need things to be a certain way. But this memory revealed to me that it's far more deeper than just surface level perfectionism. It is about coherence. I am so hyper attuned to coherence that any flaw that I perceive in a system, in a timeline or a pattern, it becomes very obvious to me. I need things to be coherent, or I feel the dissonance of it in my body. I just feel something wrong. I feel disharmony viscerally. And I find that so interesting because, on one hand, it is, oh, I'm just being perfectionistic. On other hand, it's like, no, I need order. I am perceiving patterns beyond the surface level, and somewhere in my perception, I know something doesn't fit. So I go digging to find flaws, to fix the structure of whatever it is I'm interacting with. And this is like some deep shit. For some people, it's like irrelevant, like, why are you even bothering with all this? For me, it is about comfort and truth and order and honesty. These things, for some reason, matter to me very deeply. And it comes out in ways that are not supposed to be so serious. For example, if I'm chopping a vegetable, I will do it in a specific way that makes sense to me. Because even a vegetable has a pattern. A broccoli has a different pattern, I will cut it in a different way. A baby corn has a different pattern, I will choose to chop it in a different way that makes sense with the overall dish. It's not that I need to cut a baby corn in the same way every single time. It's that for different dishes, I imagine different textures and I feel the need to chop it in different ways that aligns with the texture I'm seeking from that dish. This is why I don't like cooking, because anything creative, I need to do it in a certain specific way that makes sense to me. And then it's just slow. I'm just slow. Anyway, my need for order does come out in weird ways. And for me, it is deeply satisfying. It's like a treasure hunt, be it psychologically or physically. Me finding flaws in myself is fun for me, believe it or not. It's like I'm out here. What's the word? Even me finding the perfect word is a manifestation of this thing. I need to find the accurate word. What was I even talking about? The word is mastery. While I'm out here chasing mastery, I apply that standard to everyone. Not necessarily in practice, but at least in my perception. I feel the need to point out flaws in what other people are doing, not because I think what they're doing is wrong, but because I seek mastery in a very deep way. And sometimes I feel the need to keep reminding myself, just because it is fun for you doesn't mean it's fun for everyone else. I am used to interacting with my inner world. Not everyone else is. What might be obvious to me might be deeply confronting for someone else. So it's this constant holding back that I should do, because my standards are irrelevant to other people. Not everyone is supposed to be held to my standards. But then it's like I find my environment very dull because it feels very unsatisfying to me intellectually. I have chosen to dive deep into introspection, self-reflection, and self-improvement. And because of that, it can be very isolating at times. When my environment doesn't meet me at the depth I find fun, it's not me who's wrong for wanting to be met there, and it's not my environment that is wrong for being unwilling or incapable or indifferent to meet me there. It's just what my existence has brought me to, and It's the kind of pain or suffering that has no solution besides me somehow finding the people who are capable of meeting me there. At this point, I feel like I cannot find such people if I don't reveal myself. And in a way, this is me revealing myself. A huge reason I am letting go of perfectionism in making these videos is because I need to express myself, to be seen as myself, because my environment is incapable of perceiving the real me. And again, it's not my failing or their failing, it's just what existence has made happen for whatever reason. And this is me allowing my authentic self space to exist. I need this. And for that, I am willing to painfully kill my perfectionism slowly. This is not me seeking recognition or fame. This is space for my real self to exist. Oh, you better believe I will edit the shit out of this audio, and at points it will be very obvious and I will cringe so bad at the disorder of it. But I will upload this. I just need space for my truth to exist at this point, somewhere, anywhere, because it is suffocating to not allow it to exist. And don't get me wrong, it is extremely fun for me to be myself. It is the best thing in the world. I love being myself so much. It's just that I don't fit neatly where I am currently, and that causes me a lot of difficulty and pain. But intrinsically, being myself, such a blast. I literally do not get bored, ever. And if anything, I hope this video was entertaining. If not, maybe we're just not aligned, and that's okay. That's completely fine. I hope you find the spaces you are aligned with, that you have fun in. This is fun for me. So I'm just gonna keep making videos, I guess. Anyway, that is all I have to share for today. Thank you so much for coming on this art trip with me. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care.